Hey there, Island Bears! Welcome back to my channel, where we're going to be exploring an exciting, affordable way to give ourselves a little TLC. Today we're diving into a unique foot care experiment with hydrogen peroxide. So get ready for Fizz-tabulous feet with this hydrogen peroxide foot soak pedicure. If you're new to my channel, hi, I'm your soon-to-be favorite island doll, Winnie, and I'm here to guide you through this bubbly journey. Alright y'all, so before I dip my feet into this experiment, first things first, we have to gather our supplies. So I'm going to quickly show you the items that I'll be using for this hydrogen peroxide pedicure. You'll need a basin or a foot spa, anything to soak your feet in, the star of the show, hydrogen peroxide, and this is the brand I'll be using, a towel or two depending if you want to put one under your basin and to dry your feet with. Now this is optional, but I will be using some relaxing salt in my pedicure mixture, and then you also need something to exfoliate or scrub your feet with. I'll be using my pet egg, and lastly a moisturizer. I'll be using the Vaseline with cocoa butter healing jelly in it. So I have my basin ready, and now it's time to combine our mixture. I'm going to start by filling my basin with water, 1 part cold and 1 part hot, because I want the water to be warm when I add the hydrogen peroxide to it. Next, I'm adding a bit of my calming and relaxing salt to the mixture. And now for a splash of hydrogen peroxide. And I did not measure this, you guys. My equation was simply water ratio plus hydrogen peroxide times the square root of my chubby feet. And this was the amount I poured into the basin, okay? Straight up eyeballing it. But now I'm setting my timer and I'm putting it for 20 minutes because I feel like that should be efficient for the peroxide to do what it needs to do. Now that I have my experiment concoction ready, it's time for my feet to take the plunge. But honey, as soon as I put my feet in, you saw how quick I take it out because it was entirely too hot. So I had to add a bit more cool water to the basin, and because I did that, logically I thought I should add more hydrogen peroxide. Listen, I want my feet to look good, but I gotta be able to use them afterwards. Now after doing that, the water was still a bit toasty, but it was workable because you do want it to be a decent temperature for the hydrogen peroxide to do what it needs to do. Like I said earlier, I set my timer to 20 minutes, and here I'm starting it to enjoy this foot soak. Now while I was passing the time, I have my music playing and a little game on my phone, so I suggest you get your book or whatever you enjoy just to help you pass your time while you wait. So as you can see, we only have a few more seconds left on our timer, and I must admit, the fizzy action of this hydrogen peroxide DIY mini spa for my feet was quite enjoyable. More so because it was inexpensive, simple to set up, and I could do it in the comfort of my home. Now it's time to take our feet out of the basin, and let me tell you, I was shooketh to see how this hydrogen peroxide mixture was able to expose the amount of dead skin I had on my feet I was not even aware of. I was like, okay, I see you. But y'all, I am not being like dramatic. You have to see this for yourself. Before I even started scrubbing my feet with the pet egg, I was able to just rub this off with my finger. Like, look at this. Just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. It's honestly, I'm shocked, okay?
Bring it back strong up the back. Oh, yes, baby. Yeah, it feel good since a nigga been back, but a nigga done changed.
My feet have soaked enough in the hydrogen peroxide mixture, so I'm gonna go ahead and use the greater side of my family-made pet egg to scrub the dead skin that's now loosened up at the bottom of my feet.
Boy, you always run around with a target on. If a nigga follow me to the cargo rack, I'ma spark it up. That's a Mac with a Mac and a Tonka truck. Like my uncle, so got some dumping her, like a trumpet her. When it's crunking her, when it's dumping her, I'ma spark it up.
Just look at the amount of dead skin I was able to scrub from the bottom of my feet. And the crazy part is, that wasn't even all. Now, after scrubbing my feet for a little bit more, I did place them back into the basin to soak up some more of the mixture. Now, I must admit, because of the hydrogen peroxide solution, I was able to remove the dead skin off of my feet effortlessly.
Set the tone, well, it's just me and you alone. Never lonely in the room, make it slow.
Here I'm attaching the small sandpaper-like buffer to my pet egg that came along with it in the kit, and it's quite simple to attach because of the adhesive. Now I'm going to be using the buffer portion of the pet egg to smooth out the bottom of my feet that I just finished using the greater portion of the pet egg to remove the dead skin, as you just saw. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that and get back to you guys.
Making me feel like, ooh, when I get around you, I lose it, 'cause I feel so.
As I stated earlier, I went ahead and buffed my feet off camera, and now that I'm done doing so, I'm going to move on to the last step, which is to moisturize my feet. And I'm going to be using my Vaseline that has cocoa butter healing jelly inside of it. And just like that, guys, voila, here are the results. Now, honey, I had to take a moment to appreciate the smoothness and freshness of my newly pampered feet, okay? Like, I'm ready to take on the world with my chunky little rejuvenated feet, y'all. I have to say, this hydrogen peroxide mixture is now going to be a nice little addition to my pedicure routine. Well, Island Bears, that concludes our Fizz-tastic, Fizz-fabulous feet hydrogen peroxide foot soak pedicure. Remember, self-care doesn't always have to be expensive or time-consuming. Sometimes all you need is a little bit of creativity and a touch of science. Now, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with your friends, subscribe to my channel, and remember to hit that notification bell so you can stay updated whenever I post. Stay curious and keep exploring new ways to give yourself some TLC and take care of yourself. Until next time, happy soaking, and remember to be you unapologetically. See you in the next video, guys.